Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll look at another SQL question on Leetcode. The name of the question is combine two tables and it's rated as easy. Here we first have two tables given and the first one is called person. The person has the following column names, the person ID, last name and the first name, and the person ID is the primary key column in this table. Similarly, we have another table called address, and here we have the address ID, person ID, city and state, and the primary key column for this table is address ID, and all the other columns are also self-explanatory. So the question here is to write an SQL query to report the first name, last name, city and state of each person who is in the persons table. So no matter if the person has an address or not, we report a null value even though his details are not complete in the address table. So let us see an example here. And we can return the result in any order. The order doesn't matter. So the example here is, we have a person ID 1 whose name is Alan Wang, and person ID 2 whose name is Bob Alice. And the address table has the address of the person ID 2 who is Alice, and the city is New York, and the state it's New York City, and state is New York. Similarly, for person ID 3, we have the city as Leetcode and the state as California, but you can see that the person ID 3 doesn't exist in the persons table. Whereas similarly for the person ID 1 who is Alan Wang, we do not have an address, the address details in the address table. But still, as you can see, here we see that Bob, Alice, or Alice Bob, what do you call it, has the city and state details entered. So we get the output over here. So it is queried, but we get the queried output for Alan Wang as well, even though his city and state are empty, or they're not present in the address table. So this must give you a clue that we have to use a left outer join here and not an inner join, because we have to query all the details of all the people who are in the persons table. So let me do that. So the first thing I've done here is I've selected the first name, last name from the persons table and the city and state from the address table. Now I'm going to do a left outer join. On address A, on the address table, and alias it as A, and then we have to specify on which two columns you have to join it. So let's do p dot person ID. Since person ID is the common column over here, we use the person ID column. So yeah, this should be it. So it prints the first name, last name, city and state from person P. Okay, person is not caps here, person P, and we left join address A on the person ID column. So again, D is not capital over here. So this should work. Let's submit and check. Okay, there's a runtime error. Let us see. Okay, yeah, this should be a comma. So now I think should be it. All right, so it's submitted, and there are many other ways to do it as well. So if you go to the solutions tab, you can see a lot of solutions, but this is how I would do it, and I've also analyzed this query as well. So it gives the fastest output. And that's all for this video. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.